Shalom. To start this lesson, I want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth diligently. To you I say Shalom. I'm the brother Warbone Lawyer from the GMS Miami, the Hell's Yahweh Shai camp. And I come back with another lesson, and this is going to be a quick lesson, Lord willing, going through the book of Psalms in the chapter is the 83rd chapter. Okay, Psalms 83. All right, which, this is a chapter we all know about, which is a chapter that lists the enemies of Yasharallah, aka Israel. All right, our different enemies, all right, which consist of, which are, I should say, the Edomites, which are the so-called white people, which are actually the people that are ruling the earth today. Okay, the Hamites, which are the Africans, the Moabites, which are the so-called Chinese people, the Ammonites, which are the so-called Japanese people, okay, and etc. All right, these are the enemies of Israel. All right, these are the enemies of Israel. These are the people that want to see the downfall of Israel. These are the people that want to see the destruction and see Israel at the bottom, okay? They rejoice at seeing us at the bottom, all right? They rejoice at seeing us as slaves, okay? And all of these different nations have had in hand, all right? All these different nations have had, okay, a piece of us, like I tell you in the book of First Maccabees, I believe, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse, which of these nations have not gotten of her spoils. So all of these nations have had their pleasure with us, man. Okay, and ultimately, these nations, another thing they touched the apple of the Lord's eye, which the Lord do not play about the apple of his eye, which is Israel. He does not play about that shit. That's why real soon the Lord's going to judge these nations, all right, that are written in Psalms 83, starting with the nation of Edom, which are the so-called, Edomites, which are the not so-called Edomites, which are the so-called white people, which are actually red, all right. Their blood shows forth through their skin, okay. The Lord's going to judge all these nations, starting with the nation of Edom, all right, for touching the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, that's why the Lord got all the nations in the Middle East. Okay, he's gathering all the nations in the Middle East. All right, to what? To judge them. All right, the scriptures say for the controversy of Zion. All right, the Lord's about to recompense Israel. All right, he's about to how it go, man? The Lord about to for the controversy of Zion, man. The Lord's about to show forth recompense, man. All right, he's gonna get payback for us. Okay, by judging the nations, okay? That's what I should say, okay? But we're going to get right into this. It's not meant to be long. Something quick I want to get into. Just some quick edification. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 83, verse 1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. Right? So basically, what Asaph was saying was, Lord, like, bust a move. All right? Bust a move, man. And that's the same thing. That's the same mindset we in. And we see the Lord busting a move. Okay, we see the Lord actually judging the nations, these different nations. Bro, Esau Edom is struggling. Esau Edom shouldn't be struggling in his own kingdom, and we seeing that. That's the Lord busting a move, man. All right, these other nations, all right, going through hell too, all right? Whether it be in their own lands, whether it be they try to set up shop in America and the Lord bringing them through hell. Yeah, the Lord is judging these other nations, man. The Lord is not being still anymore. The Lord is hearing the cries of the righteous, man. Okay? The Lord's hearing the cries, man. We sign cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. We sign cry for the abominations that's being taking place in America and throughout the four corners of the world. We're signing crying. The Lord is hearing those cries, and the Lord is judging. The Lord is visiting the earth, and the Lord is judging the rulers of this earth, man. All right, which the world was given into the hand of the wicked, Esau, Edom. And guess what? These other nations, all right, they're joined with this devil, all right? They're joined with this devil. And how they're joined with this devil, all right, he sets them up. He gives them little power, all right? So they're joined with him, all right? And the Lord's about to judge all their asses, man, real soon. The Lord is not keeping silence anymore. The Lord is speaking. The Lord is active in the earth, and we can see it, okay? For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head, man. All right, these nations proud, man. They lift up their head, they're proudful, man. And they make a tumult, all right? They loud, they make a commotion, they loud, okay? They're saying, man, they're saying and they're moving like, man, we don't need the Lord, okay? Just like a couple months ago, it was one dude, I forget what his name was. He was like, man, yeah, man, we don't need God anymore. We can get our own water. We get our own water. We can stop this and that from happening. We don't need God no more. All right. He's being loud, man, and he's lifting up the head. Okay, he's being prideful. All right, but guess what? Pride coming before the destruction. All right, all these nations start with the nation of Edom. They're prideful, but guess what? Pride coming before destruction, man. All right. And like I tell you in the book of Job, the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. These other nations, starting with the nation of Edom, they're going to get it, man. All right. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who people? Which people? All right, the people of God. All right, the Lord's firstborn. All right, Israel is the Lord's firstborn. All right, and Israel is the Lord's people. Out of all the families of the earth, only ye have I known. Like it tells you in the book of Amos 3:1, well, Amos 3:2. But you can start at verse 1. Okay. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right. So they talking. All right. They talking about the hidden ones, man. All right. Which are people, the Israelites, man. Okay. They're talking about them. All right. Continuing on, verse 4. They have said, come. And mind you, with Psalms 83:3, where it talk about against our people and dealing with the hidden ones, man. Hey, that's first and foremost starting with the elect. Okay. First and foremost starting with the elect. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Right. So they like, man, let's put Israel down, man. Let's basically put down is not the right word I want to use. Like basically let's do away with Israel, man. Okay? Let's do away with this people, man. That's how much hatred they got for us. And mind you, the Lord is peeping these conversations, these counsels. The Lord is peeping all of this, and the Lord is just listening, and the Lord is just waiting till when he's ready to strike these nations, man. All right? And set us up, which that time is coming very, very, very soon. Okay? For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, right? So, bro, they're talking, they're giving counsel, they're giving advices together with one consent, man, under one agreement. They are confederate against thee, man. All right, they're in alliance. All right, they're in league together against us. To do what? To destroy us, man. The tabernacles of Edom, all right? The Edomites, so-called white people, which are actually red, once again. And the Ishmaelites, all right? The Arabs, all right? Of Moab, all right? So-called Chinese people. And the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, so-called Japanese people. And Amalek, the chief house of Edom. The Philistines, all right, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also is joined with them, and have Hopen, the children of Salah. Okay, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabid, as at the brook of Kison, all right, Kesson, which perished at Endor. They They became as dung for the earth, which, I'm about to continue to keep reading. And when you do your research, all right, about Sisera, and you look that up, you look up like what it says in verse 9, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kishon. You can read about that in the book of Judges. All right, you just gotta do your diligent search. All right, study show that self-approved. You can do your diligent search, do your research, and it'll show you which chapter in Judges this account is going into. All right, these accounts, because I'm about to continue to keep reading. Which when you read those accounts, is the Lord judging these people. All right, so Asaph is basically saying, man, hey, do unto those nations like you did unto these people in this time and in this time. Okay. Verse 10, which perished at Edor, they became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Orib and like Zeb. Yeah, all their princes as Zabah and as Zal Munah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. All right, so blow these niggas away. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So consume these niggas, man. Consume these niggas, burn these niggas. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Judge these niggas. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Right? And real soon, man, these nations going to seek the name of the Lord, and they're going to praise the name of the Lord real soon, because they're going to know there's only one true power. All right? The Lord going to humble these nations down, man. Okay? Didn't the Lord do that in the time of Nebuchadnezzar? All right? Didn't the Lord humble him down? Okay? The Lord going to humble these nations down, man. All right? Verse 17, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish. That's right. That they may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So these nations going to know. The Lord going to make it known unto them. All right? And the Lord is starting to make it known unto them right now. Like, hey, I'm the Lord. And you going to serve me, and you going to obey me. We see it, man. All right? We see it, man. We see it in fruition. All right? We see it in the working. We see it in the making. Okay? It's coming. Salvation in a new way is coming soon. Like they say in the movies, coming soon. All right? Coming to theaters. All right? But it ain't coming to theaters. It's coming to real life. Okay? These nations are about to be put in their right position, because right now they're not put in their right position. These nations are not supposed to be ruling. Esau is a base man. A base man is not supposed to be ruling. He's more viler than any man, like the scriptures say. A man like that isn't supposed to be ruling. Job said, I wouldn't even put him near my dogs. A man like that isn't supposed to be ruling. The scriptures say Moab is a washpot. Somebody that cleans feet and wash dishes and stuff like that isn't made to be ruling right now, or in a ruling position. Okay, so the Lord about to bring all these nations and put them in their right position. All right, Ham shouldn't be in the position that he's in, man. This man washes himself with cow piss. All right, but the Lord about to put everything in his right order. The only reason the Lord got everything set up the way he got it set up right now is because we sinned against him. All right, so he put our enemies above us. All right, he put our enemies above us, starting with Esau, Edom. But hey, the Lord about to put it in his right place, the way it was supposed to be since the beginning. The Lord about to set it up just like that, man. All right, with Israel on top and us being on top forever. Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, we see the end of this man's kingdom, and we also can see the beginning of our kingdom coming. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end up by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth to lead to you. I say shalom.